This is the review of Doom 3 by id Software. Now, this game is actually pretty decent. For its time, great graphics. Storyline could have been done better than what it was. Scary? Yes, absolutely. But what is it that makes this game that was released in August 2004 so special? Well, it was supposedly the last Doom game to ever have supposed to have been released, that expansion pack. But now Doom 4 is coming out. So I decided to do this. Now, why do I think the storyline could have been done better? Well, there really wasn't much dialogue as there should have been. I'm a huge dialogue person. I like to have dialogue in my first-person shooters and RPGs, especially RPGs. I don't really care too much about RTS, but it's good to also have dialogue in RTS as well. Dialogue, 4 out of 5. Okay, not so bad. Graphics. Graphics on the other hand. This is where they achieved the best possible scheme they had at that time. In fact, it was actually one of the breaking points in gaming history because the graphics had a new developed engine and it pushed it to what we see now as Crysis Metro 2033 and the up-and-coming Doom 4 and Rage, Battlefield 3. Every game has its own evolution process, and this was kind of what started it. Graphics-wise, back in the day, 5 out of 5. Today's standard, that would have been 2 out of 5. But back then, 5 out of 5. Still has good graphics, don't get me wrong there, but today's graphics are a lot better than what this product had. Sound quality. I'm a huge sound person. I analyze every single sound I hear out of every game. Every bullet, can I hear the bullet shells drop? Can I hear certain things that were kind of hard to develop sometimes? Yes. Sound quality, even without a sound system, is actually pretty decent. It's 4 out of 5. Not the best sound quality, but a pretty good sound quality. Scare factor. First-time users, yes. Once you start playing it more and more, you'll get used to it. You won't feel scared anymore. You'll remember it and say, this isn't really that big deal. I'll just go ahead and kill this guy and hopefully go on to my next location, wherever you may be. Scare factor for beginner noob, 4.5 out of 5. For someone for the old quality who's been playing this for a while, not so much. At least a 1 out of 5. Replayability. This is what drives games the way they do. Is it high, low, medium? I call this a moderately high, but not moderately moderate, if you catch my drift there. Its replayability, you can play about 3 or 4 times and have a good sense of it. But after a while, if you're playing your 6th, 7th, it gets kind of tedious and boring, and it becomes lackluster. Unlike some other games. So on that mode, now, pricing. What can you buy today as opposed to 7 years ago? 7 years ago, it came out about $50 for the PC. Then it went drastically down the next year to about $25, which was about the time I bought it, about a year later. Today's standard is quite a different story. The used copy is about $6 on Amazon. Then it depends on the seller. A new copy, however, is $45. That's a little high for that kind, but it's old, and it makes sense. Is it worth buying today? If you're willing to play Doom 4, is it worth buying? If it's a true sequel, yes. If it's not, I question that. But yes, it still is a buyable game. Overall rating, I give this a 4.25 out of 5. Only because that there was not enough dialogue. There should have been some type of more dialogue. The gameplay is great. The graphics stellar at the time. Today, not so much. The sound quality is really good. It's very, very well developed. The engine is good. Pricing, however, yeah, we would get the idea. Would I say this is a playable game for an average user? Yes, absolutely. But for someone who's looking for a first-person shooter, but not with none of the scare factor, no, absolutely not. If you're looking to get into that, then this would be a good place to start. All in all, as PC Gamer had it put, a masterpiece of the art form, and that's what this is. But it's not perfect. This has been a review of Doom 3, and I hope you've enjoyed it.